You're supposed to be the famous cousin. How does it feel like he's being honored by the UN? You've never been honored by the UN. Have you been named the best actor in the world? He's the best photographer in the world.
I'm so proud of him, honestly. And his book, you know, Antarctica: Global Warning, is absolutely amazing. And I got to experience it firsthand with him and to see how hard the work he put into it. And it was, you know, I'm just really happy to be here supporting. He's amazing.
You said that it was such an adventure for you, but that it was tinged with sadness. Why?
Sadness, I'm not sure I'd say sadness. It's just, you know, the reality of what's at stake when you go down there. You see this, you get connected to this incredibly beautiful and majestic environment. You know, these icebergs are like twice the size under the water than they are above, and you can't help but feel like they're like these dinosaurs that, you know, we all have to kind of, you know, we want to protect and be aware of it because there's a lot at stake, you know, so.
When people read this incredible book and see these images, what would you like them to do?
You know, I think one of the things for me is the environment is something that I think can appear to be all doom and gloom, but you know, you can be somebody who drives an SUV, or because you
I don't know anyone who drives an SUV.
Good for you. Well, you can do that if that's what makes you feel safe on the road and makes you feel comfortable. But that doesn't mean you don't have to be green. You know, you can use energy efficient light bulbs in your homes. You can make yourself carbon neutral. So, you know, by making a small donation from, you know, $250 a year to maybe more, depending on what you can afford, towards green causes, you can make a difference. And it's just flipping the switch and actually making a difference is we can all take that responsibility.
Well, you've made such a difference. I don't think I've been to almost any environmental event where I haven't either seen you or people have told me you'd wanted to be there. There's so many terrible things, frankly, going on in the world.
Ooh.
What is it about the environment that seems to have really captivated your heart?
Listen, I think, you know, Sebastian can answer this question really well, because you know, I think a lot of what we stem from, you know, when you look at the environment, everything stems from the environment, whether it's a crisis over oil or water, or, you know, it goes on. But if we can be in rhythm with the planet that we live on, we will in turn be in rhythm with ourselves and our neighbors and you know, and people, you know, so humanity can come together, but it all starts with the environment, essentially, in my mind.
And I love Ed Begley and all those guys. They've been at this for years, but let's be real, you're hot. You're young, not as hot as Sebastian, but, you know, a little bit of a competitor. How important is it to have young, sexy blood out there saying that the environment's important?
I think it's important. I mean, it's you know, I mean, Sebastian will tell you, it's been, and he's told me it's been a great year for the environment. When you have Leonardo DiCaprio making, you know, big waves with his feature film, and you know, it's important just to bring awareness to it. I think the green thing used to be a bit fuddy-duddy. It used to be a bit like, oh, it's you know, it's a hippy-dippy, it's a tree hugging business, and now it's like, actually, we all have something at stake, and, you know, it's cool to be green. Do you know what I mean? It's cool to be thinking about other things other than just, you know, your own.
Well, I think you're cool. And the one thing I wanted to ask you about your cousin, though, is how does it feel to usually be the famous cousin and have your Sebastian in such the limelight right now?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm so proud of him. He's the best.